All right, people. As you guys know, this lefty, lunatic, unhinged retard of a Spanish prime minister a couple of months ago legalized 500,000 illegal migrants. What happens when you reward crime? Well, crime increases. Who would have thought that? So since Pedro Sanchez made that announcement, nearly 1 million illegal migrants have come into Spain, hoping that they will also be rewarded with Spanish citizenship. When you do something on that scale, you know for a fact that your social fabric will change into something else. Now, what will it be? It's pretty easy to guess. I mean, if you bring in 1 million native Danish people, probably your country is going to go up. But if you bring in 1 million people from dysfunctional societies, then your country is going to go down. Have a look at this. This is a new reality of Spain, okay? These are just some fresh videos. You might not have seen them. You might have seen them. I don't know. But you need to see them. Have a look at this. It's a Western tourist just gets robbed by illegal migrants. Have a look at this. White man. He's struggling. On his clothes. That's it, guys. Do you want to go to Spain? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This guy just walked past. He didn't do anything. Like, they're two men. Are they two men? I don't know. These days it's pretty hard to tell. I think that's a man too. Could be a woman. I don't know. But they just looked at it. Didn't do anything, guys. Didn't do anything. Oh my goodness. That's just New Spain. Have a look at this video. A gang of 20 North African migrants attack an 18-year-old native Spaniard and a 16-year-old girl in Barcelona. I'm not going to be able to play you the whole video because obviously it's violent. I'm just going to scroll past it. But you get the point what's happening, yeah? Look at this. Imagine that. Your town, your suburb, where you grew up, where your children grew up, where your daughters used to just go to school. Now all of a sudden, they can't use the same streets. Why? Because of these men. They've just been released, guys. Look at this. This is the inside of a Spanish hospital. Spaniards built this hospital. They built this country. They paid taxes. And look who's taking advantage of these services. My goodness. I've got nothing against these people. I mean, if I were one of them, I would also go to the hospital. But the responsibility lies with the politicians, like Pedro Sanchez. Look at this. A Spanish woman films Barcelona at night. She just walks through a park in Barcelona. You wouldn't see any Rafael Nadals here. Look at that. Look at that. Ogling. People look at women totally differently. They see that she's wearing a skirt, therefore she's a hoe. I'm just telling you about their mentality. And it comes directly from the Quran. If women don't wear the burqa or the niqab, then it means you're a hoe and you could be molested. That's why they look at them. Look at these horny migrants. He probably stopped because the guy who's filming it probably is a Spaniard. He's challenging him. Oh God. I want to get 10 MMA fighters with me. I seriously do. Actually, you know what, guys? Should we try something? I've seen those videos of Tyler Olivieri. Should I do a GoFundMe, try to raise $100,000 US, and go to these hotbeds with 6 or 7 proper MMA trained fighters and start some shit up? Just go there. Maybe take a girl with us or something, and then the moment someone pounces on her, we just go and grab him. I guess I'll probably get banned, but sooner or later, people will have to take matters into their own hands. I'm not telling you to break the law. Respect the law wherever you are, but sometimes optics matter. Anyway, I'm not done yet. Have a look at this. So I just quickly did a research on how many homeless people there are in Spain. So Spain has roughly 28,000 to 37,000 homeless people, depending on how you count them. So let's just take the lower number, 28,000. The most solid official survey by Spain's Statistics Office found that about 50% are Spanish nationals and 50% are foreign nationals, kind of like the people that you just saw hanging out in Barcelona. So let's just say, you've got 14 to 15,000 Spanish homeless citizens, okay? Remember that number. Why am I telling you that? Have a look at this next video. This has been dubbed using AI, but I think it's a pretty good translation. Have a look.
It occurs when migrant minors reach adulthood.
When we turned 18, we didn't have anywhere to live. They took us to this house in Nuevo Futuro, that brand new future.
For many migrant minors in the Canaries without family, turning 18 means stepping toward an abyss amid an uncertain.
Look at this boomer white woman. Look at her. 100% she hates her own kind. 100%. Because we've seen them. Who could forget this video? I have to play this video again. I'm sorry if you've already watched it before, but it's important for the context. Fucking weird.
I want to ask the migrants who have been socially indoctrinated to please not leave us alone with so much fascism. And of course, yes, we want them to vote. Of course, yes, we have obtained papers, regularization now, and now we are going for nationality, or to change the law so that they can vote. Of course, hopefully the replacement theory.
Look at the
I
faces.
truly hope we can sweep away fascists and racists altogether. This country with migrant people and with working people. Of course, I very much want there to be replacement of fascists, replacement of racists, replacement of freeloaders.
Look at all these lunatics. They're giving her a standing ovation. It's just, she's asking for her own replacement.
And that we can do it with the working people of this country, no matter what color your skin is, whether you are Chinese or black. Morona with all her fellow female workers across this country.
But no white. She'll find out, don't worry. So this woman, this one, she belongs to that camp that I just showed you.
18 means stepping toward an abyss amid an uncertain future.
I don't know about these two men. They might be good men. They might be hardworking. They might want to improve their lives and not break any law. But what we're talking about that is beyond individuals. It's about preserving a way of life. And we have seen that if you show too much compassion to hundreds of thousands of people, then your way of life is going to be compromised. Your way of life is going to be destroyed.
Temporary housing for the wards represents a small bridge to adulthood.
The girls in the bathroom of...
A handful of men.
I didn't get that. So this must be a translation issue.
He doesn't want to go out. It's nothing. Here's my room.
It's come a long way from the African
Pop
savannah.
arrived at El Hierro at 16 in a canoe with 230 people. He left his home at night without his parents knowing.
Oh.
He spent 8 days at sea watching many people die and many others lose their heads. Bodu arrived in La Gomera from Mauritania at 16.
He didn't even tell his parents. He just left. Why?
After a 2-day journey where everyone survived.
I came to study. I was studying back in my country, and because of the money shortages, I could not keep up with all of my studies. My parents would not be able to pay for all of my studies. I decided to come and continue studying, while also working at the same time to support myself and my family each day.
I'm already in Senegal, like Dawn, and I went right now.
Again, as I said, I don't know much about these individuals, but it's not about the individuals. You got to remember the fact that there are 14 to 15,000 Spanish citizens who are homeless. But Pedro Sanchez believes that you can import people from foreign countries and give them houses instead. Have a look at this woman. This video just came out. I don't know if it's the same guy. No, actually, no, it's not the same guy. It looks like a North African guy. Have a look at this. Some illegal migrant attacks a Spanish woman who was just about to enter her apartment, but he got her just in time. He tried to rob her. I don't know if she is a woke woman. If she's a woke woman, then I'm pretty sure after this incident, she's no longer woke. Actually, you never know about these people. These people rationalize everything to fit their narrative. Don't be surprised if she goes home, thinks about it, and she thinks, he must have had a really poor life. That's why he was forced to do what he did to me. I'm not going to report it to the police because they're going to deport him to his shithole of a country. Actually, no. At the same time, they think, oh, no, it's not a shithole of a country. It's a great culture. It's a great country. But when you tell them, okay, let us send them back to their great country, then no, then it becomes a shithole. These people are lunatics, guys. They're lunatics, and we are forced to live with them. We just have to watch our countries go down, become third world. Have a look at this new video that just came out. It's Green Street in London. Have a look at this.
Look at this, Green Street. Henna century, boy. Everyone's getting their hennas down, everywhere. Oh my God. Look, just bought a £10 table. £5 chair and just sat any corner. Oh, this is it. If you guys know how long Green Street is, it's long. And it's like this packed. It's like everyone's got business today. Look, oh my God, look at that.
You might feel a little bit put out.
Where are all the wokes, though? Why those wokes who love other cultures, multiculturalism? Where are they? Why don't they live amongst them? Why do they live in white neighborhoods? I'll tell you, I love living in white neighborhoods. I left a third world shithole behind so I can be a part of a advanced, prosperous, civilized society. So it seems counterintuitive to me. Why would people leave their third world shitholes behind and replicate their home conditions in the foreign country they've moved to? It doesn't make any sense to me. And clearly doesn't make any sense to these wokies either, because they're happy to bring in all these people, but they don't want to live amongst them. As the Greens' deputy leader, I forgot her name, who is a massive pro-refugees woman, wrote a letter to her council not to dump illegal migrants in her neighborhood because that would cause social problems. Refugees for thee, but not for me.
Come get your hand on your fingers. What? I didn't even know henna's going down like this. See, oh,
talks about the bloke that they were having.
Wow.
With, there would be.
Anyway, it's destroyed. I can go on and on, guys. I've got so many of these videos. So many of these videos are coming out. It's like we're watching an entire civilization burn right before our eyes, and nothing can be done. So Rupert Lowe said this. I really hope that he gets a big majority win, but it seems unlikely. I read of yet another Afghan illegal migrant's arrest for harassing schoolgirls. What did you expect? Back home in Afghanistan, the Taliban don't even let them look at the goats. And you thought that your skirt-wearing, young, innocent schoolgirls are just going to walk past them and nothing's going to happen? Is that what you thought? Well, these lefty woke lunatics certainly thought that. I read someone say, when are these cultural enrichers, doctors and engineers, are going to accidentally run into a woke activist or a judge or all these people who welcome them? When is that going to happen? Actually, we don't know if that happens or not, because that woman that I just showed you earlier, she could be a woke woman. But then after that experience, she may no longer be, or she may still be awoke. I don't know. It's a serious mental illness. Anyway, so he said, I read of yet more of Afghan illegal migrant arrests for harassing schoolgirls. Restore Britain's policy is quite straightforward. Deport them all. So look at this guy, Wolfgang Richter. So I was like, who is this guy? He looks like a fancy politician. I don't know if he's real or not. Based in Cyprus Android app. Former EU bureaucrat in Brussels. So he's an EU bureaucrat. He is the epitome of what's wrong with the EU. Okay? These are the people, not even the EU politicians, the EU bureaucrats are the ones who created this entire system that we are being crushed under. So he says, Dear Rupert, not possible. It would violate their human rights. More financial aid to these communities is the only way forward. So his solution is to give them more money at the expense of the local taxpayers. How about a big fat no? Go home. We are sick and tired of you. We don't care. Look how smug he is. I said, I wouldn't expect any less retardation from an EU stooge. Wow, that was me. He didn't. So this guy said, nope, laws can be changed. Parliament is sovereign. About time people started to realize it. So this guy still believes in democracy. I'm still giving democracy a chance in the UK until 2029, okay? In Australia, I'll give 2 more election cycles. But in the UK, 2029. If we can't do anything by 2029 in the UK, then we need Julius Caesar. I'll go full Stalin. This is, I don't know, guys. I am making this prediction. Democracy will end in Western Europe or in all Western countries if we do not get our shit sorted. It's going to happen. Can't change fundamental rights. So it's a right of all these people to come to Spain, to come to Europe and everything up. It's their birthright, according to this EU clown. Anyway, so that's how bad things are, guys. The situation in the Netherlands has really disappointed me. Geert Wilders won, yet he couldn't do anything, and now he's no longer even in government. And the Dutch government is filling up Dutch cities and towns with illegal migrants. And Just a couple of days ago, some people came out to protest against that, and the Dutch police absolutely pummeled them with batons, dogs, horses, capsicum sprays, and they just scatter them, send them home. Very Nazi-esque style. So democracy, let's have faith in it for a little bit longer, but, nothing is perfect. If it doesn't work, then, I don't know, maybe go back to pitchforks.